Yes, sir.
Fucking look like.
What it do, good people.
Not my name. That shit ain't important. But what's more important is what the fuck we tried to tell y'all last season.
What are you telling folks?
Now listen here. In 2021, it was the year of the release. Letting go of our emotional restraints and factors that have harnessed your productivity to accomplish the things you set out to do. So now that we have acknowledged the errors, this is where we move forward in faith and in truth, asserting ourselves with a confidence in the realization of our unique gifts and forging ourselves into this untapped potential, thus attaining the season of our prime.
Well,
Understand this shit if you don't understand anything else. This shit right here, it's your motherfucking moment. So you gotta make this shit mean something. And yes, I still truly believe that the definition of insanity is doing the same shit over and over, expecting different results. Cause as you can see, where we at right now in this new place, motherfucker, we beyond that shit right now. So without further ado, I'ma shut the fuck up, and we're gonna double up to this motherfucking season. TKC2, baby. Welcome.
yes, sir. The counsel for you bastards.
Hello, world.
You now in tune to the. You now in tune to the. You now in tune to the. You now in tune to the council. Hold up, you now in tune to the. You now in tune to the council. Hold up, you now in tune to the. You now in tune to the council. Hold up, you now in tune to the. You now in tune to the. You now in tune to the council.
Counsel you bastards.
Fucking look like people.
What you do, brother?
Hey, bro, what that look like?
We here, we outside.
We out, nigga, we fucking outside, nigga.
Outside.
Let's go.
Outside. 2020. All 22.
All 22, nigga, we out here, man.
Yes, sir. What you do, brother? Real dope.
So,
Your boy Deuce in the building.
it's your boy, Boulevard, motherfucking kid.
We outside.
Nigga, we outside, but nigga, if y'all ain't tell by now, nigga, we in a new home.
Yeah. This is the spot.
This is the spot right here from now on.
Been missing us, ain't get a chance to catch up on the whole season, man. Make sure y'all catch up at thekingscouncil.com. Yes, sir, that's right. We have our own website. We have our own platform. And you exclusively can get things there at thekingscouncil.com. And make sure you follow us as well. And subscribe, share, like wherever you can. Definitely on the YouTube page, as you can see. King's Council. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, the King's Council. Facebook, the King's Council. The Young King's Council actually on the YouTube. But, you know, you put in the King's Council, we going to pop up. You dig what I'm saying? You got at Council Kingz on the Twitter. You heard? I love it. We here, you here, we here together. Yes, sir. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, man.
What to do?
This is nice.
Man, we got some good topics here for y'all, man, today.
Good time.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talking about mental fortitude. What we got is episode 6.
Episode fucking 6, man.
Yes, sir. Said. You heard?
Word, boy.
Yee. Getting lit, man. Season 2.
What it is, bro? Oh, man.
We here, man. Another episode, another season. If you hadn't heard, you gotta catch up where you can catch up. The best way you can catch up, though, is at thekingscouncil.com. You heard?
Say it with us, nigga.
The
Kingscouncil.com.
Kingz with a Z.
By now, I mean, we've been doing this shit for 2 seasons, nigga. Come on.
And it's good. It's getting better. It's lovely. We love it. We love y'all.
We love y'all, man.
For real. Straight up, man. Shout out to that man Black. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, B, what it do, my nigga?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's lit in this jump, man. We here with the folks. We here with the OGs. We here with everybody. Man.
Real niggas stand the fuck up.
For real. It's lit in this jump, man.
Oh yeah.
What we got on deck, man, for the day?
What we got on deck, nigga? Shit. Let's set it up. We gotta talk about Britney Griner.
Right.
This long, prolonged, overdue fucking scenario. We're gonna get down into it with Roe versus Wade. 50 years. 50 years, people. Crazy.
Yeah.
Mental stability.
That's mainly where we coming from.
Mental stability, man. Men and women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Want to shout out some women that actually have been, you know, making a mark in sports. And also, their departure with the legacy and footnotes that they leave behind.
Yep. Yep.
Can't go wrong with no common sense and philosophy.
Yes, sir. Gotta have a little bit of that. Just for you like.
Shit.
And everybody else in between.
So without further motherfucking ado, let's get this shit started.
Yeah, bro. Take them away.
Council, you bastards! We've been truly prolonging this topic for a hot minute because we really needed to see how the shit was going to unfold. But at the same time, it's been way overdue and it's been way too long. And I truly believe we need to bring awareness to this fucking ignorance that we've been really sitting here watching for months. Understand this, that 31-year-old is a 3-time All-American center for the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury's, and she's been held incarcerated in Russia since damn near fucking February. That's almost about like 7, 8, 9 months now. You know what I'm saying? Since the top of the fucking year. Now, supposedly, the Russian Federal Customs stated that she was detained because the officers found a vape cartridges and Shorty's luggage at the airport in Moscow. Now, most people's going to question why the fuck, with all the shit going on with the war and everything like that, why would Britney be over here in Russia? Well, it's a simple motherfucking answer. Russia pays our players very handsomely, men and women.
Yes, they do. They try.
Britney, specifically, makes damn near fucking $1 million a season, which quadruples her salary here in America. The fuck? Gotta sit there and think about that. Now, January 23rd, the U.S. State Department did issue a don't travel to Russia advisement in regards to something like this going on, where Russians would use, you know, the political bullshit to potentially harass Americans. And because of that, our embassy is limited to the ability to assist with COVID-19 and other related restrictions and arbitrary enforcement with the local law. Now, this case was reportedly opened against her for a large scale of transportation of drugs, where she was found guilty, and now she has been sentenced for 9 years just for fucking cannabis oils. This is the same country breaking every human right we know at this very moment on the planet, and now they want to be ethical. The fuck?
Crazy as that.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Turkey's dead.
But on a lighter note, this could be used as a negotiation political tactic from Russia. And, you know, basically you could give us one of our own and we give you your girl back type shit. Supposedly, the Biden administration has been working to do something. And the reason I say something, because personally, I ain't seen shit. And if you want me to be even more honest, I really don't think they give a fuck as much at all.
They really don't.
Now, if it was a man, like LeBron, I think there'd be a little bit more effort being used. Don't you think? That's just my thoughts.
Because it's not easy being, you know, of color in a foreign land and a wartime. And you know what I'm saying? They trying to put stuff that you know you can get away with. You know what I mean? Stuff that ain't really hurting nobody, harming nobody. Stuff that ain't really got nothing to do with nothing in the war. Not at all. So be petty as you want to be, but best believe what goes around comes around. And yeah, it's gonna hit them in the ass somewhere. You know what I mean? Russia keep thinking they big bad and dangerous. Some big bad and dangerous gonna happen. Best believe. But definitely here at the Kingz Council, we encourage Britney Griner, please keep your head up. As all, you know, people who were affected by this war or, you know, in captivity behind foolishness like this. Yeah. We praying for y'all. Keep your head up. There's nothing right now that you can do. But God got it all in control. And as long as you stay with him, you good to go. Real life. Real life.
We're moving on to Roe versus Wade. Now, for those who don't know, who's probably been living under a fucking rock, there's been a ruling from the country's highest court to overturn 5 decades of legal precedents in this country. It's a statement within itself, no matter what side you land on. It's basically a big fucking deal.
Yeah, for our women, keep y'all head up, because it's crazy.
Yeah. Like, we have to look at the fact that women have had rights for 50 years. 50 years. And this country is how old? That's crazy.
They too much older than that, too. Say that.
Now, taking away a constitutional right women have to choose over themselves. Now, it was a 6-3 decision by the conservative majority. Now, I feel regardless of what the fuck you feel and where you stand, it's like it becomes problematic when you take your personal belief and then you try moving them into a law or a sense of control of one's livelihood and view. And this is where you, all of you people, the world is fucking up.
Attacked because of their status as a player and the effects that's already happening to make her go out there, right? Now it's prevalent that when she comes back home, it's not going to be the same at all either. No. And that's a sad situation to have go through. You know, for those who don't know, Roe v. Wade, it was the law that allowed legal abortions in America, federally, not to be decided by each state individually on its own time and when they decide to do things. And now that was in effect for, I believe, like, I was about to say 60 years or so. And now, over the course of 1 year, really a couple months, it seemed like, it has derailed everything for women's rights and their choice to keep offspring or not, depending on the situation or not, really. Now, it's a sad thing to hear. But, you know, our hearts go out to our women. We got women in our lives that we know are affected by it and don't, you know, want to make sense of it, can't make sense of it, because it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in certain people's ways of life, I guess. So that's why it's so split of a issue and a topic in America, let alone the world, right? But it's coming to, you know, mentally affecting our women and our men as far as how to help our women. And we got to really pay attention to that, y'all. Really, you know what I'm saying? Get involved with what they're doing politically and law-wise every day. Because as you can see, this is something that's going to affect generations. You know, for the X amount of years. Who's to know when it'll come back and say that it is valid? You know what I mean? But that is something that is going to be affecting our kids, grandkids, if you know what I'm saying, have that now, and so on and so on, great greats and all of that. It is something that is going to be crucial to this country.
All this chaos from this situation alone, it's tragic. And like, all I can say, man, is women, hold your heads up. As a man, we ain't got no right to say shit about what the fuck you do with your body.
Yeah, so that's all we gotta say on that. You know what I mean? That's crucial for our women in America today, man. Real life, like it don't make no sense, but you know, we gotta acknowledge those women who really doing something to try and change the culture of you know what I'm saying, personifying themselves and leading the culture and leading the generation of, you know what I'm saying, women to come. Because I feel like they've been definitely overlooked, underlooked, you know what I'm saying, like all of the above. Like, women do not get enough credit when it comes to families, when it comes to you know, household, taking care of those type of things. And then of course, you know, out here in the corporate world or the sports and entertainment world, you know what I mean, they really don't get enough credit for what they do. And here at Kingz Council, we definitely want to highlight a few, you know, key women who in the athletic and sports world, you know, we gotta acknowledge, we gotta salute, because they doing something and leaving behind legacies now, you know, retiring because they were so influential. Like, you know, first off the rip, Serena Williams. We know, you know, this young woman from the hood, Compton. You know what I'm saying? Back when it was crazy. You know, at its highs, at its prime. Some say it's still there, but yeah, and her and her sister, and of course, you know, you seen the movie with King Richard, you know, their story, but right, and we know that, you know, she was one of the most consistent tennis players to really ever play the game. Right. So we gotta salute her for, you know, 20 plus years holding it down, getting, you know, numerous accolades. She has so many accolades we can't even begin to start. You know what I mean? But she, you know, is definitely the most Grand Slam winner, most U.S. Open winner. You know what I mean? Most singles champion in tennis. Right. Right. You know, when I was a kid watching her as a kid, that's how crazy it is.
You remember when they first came out with the braids?
Yeah, with the beads. Yeah. And it was everybody at that time, because it was them, and then it was AI with the braids. You know what I mean? That whole time was crazy. But, you know, going back to, you know, like I said, her accolades and what she done, you know, 24 Grand Slam titles. Like I said, she got numerous individual ones, like in the U.S. Open. She's like the Tom Brady of tennis, bro. She is the top dog, like, right. When it comes to like what she doing, you know what I mean? 73 career singles titles, 23 career doubles titles, over $94 million in career winnings. You know what I mean? She's not only, you know, that's why she's stepping away from tennis, because not only is she great at tennis, but she's, you know, great at business as well. So she's coming to that. You know, got to highlight Sue Bird as well from basketball. Assist leader, 4-time champion. You know, all-star through the roof. You know what I mean? definitely one as a ambassador for basketball that branded so many different cultures and places. I know she's won overseas numerous times, championships, Euro leagues. Then you got Sylvia Fowles, who's in the NBA, WNBA as well, who's just as dominant as Sue Bird. You know what I mean? And definitely is one in our African American community that we should acknowledge and look at when it comes to a women's basketball player being like that, dominant up there. You know what I mean? I definitely hear the King's Council. We acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, mental toughness, mental fortitude, mental health. You know what I'm saying? We really pay attention to those people who know when times get thick, that doesn't mean that it's over for you. You know what I mean? So we salute these women. We stand behind those going through a struggle in any way, shape, or form. And if you checked out our earlier episodes this season, you can definitely, you know what I'm saying? No, we stand behind our women, sisters, mothers, grandmothers, aunties, and all that in between. For real, 100%, 1,000%. And we also toot up one. Make sure our fellas is good as well. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Cause we coming in an age, y'all, where we gotta really protect each other, mentally, physically, spiritually, and that's what we try and do at the King's Council is help each other along the way in some way, shape, or form to the betterment of your abilities, to the betterment of yourself. Man, you know what I mean? We never want to see male or female get to that point in their life where they feel like they have to commit suicide. Yeah, I go in the common sense. I go, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's this one, man. It's crazy because it's somebody affected by this, somebody who's seen this firsthand. It's hard to overcome this. You know what I mean? I've helped a lot of people try to get rid of themselves. I've helped a lot of people. And I'm not doing that as no bragging thing. I'm not doing that as no look at me, Captain Saber, anybody. No. Nah, I don't do that for I don't do it for no accolades. I don't do it for none of that, bro. I try to help everybody in their own way the best I can. And it's crazy because when you gotta give me strength. When you try to be strong for somebody who you saw was the strongest in your life, who you saw as your matriarch, who you saw as your everything, decide to end it all. You think to yourself, how do you bounce back from that? And for those who think that it's okay to leave your family in that, to try to say that this is the best way, I guarantee you it's not. I guarantee you it is not. It is not. The only way you beat anything in this life, you have to keep going. You have to push on. You never say die. Because when everybody and everything is against you and you know something is right for you to do, like I say, without a shadow of a doubt, without anybody saying you need to stop, you need to just quit, you just need to, man, just hang it up, put it on the hanger, dust it all, throw it in the closet, throw it in the trash, let it all go. And you see a vision that's bigger than what they could even fathom for yourself or for they self. That's when you know you gotta keep going, bruh. That's when you gotta know you gotta keep going, sis. Cause you gotta make those dreams reality. You gotta make those visions reality. Cause the only person that can see them sometimes, yeah, it is you. But you know what? Once you got good people and you doing the right thing, eventually they will come on board and they will see exactly what you're talking about. They will sit there and be like, good God Almighty, boy, I ain't know it was like this over here. And then you just sitting there like, yeah, I told you. I told you. I told you. Come on. Let's live life. Now let's go live life. Now let's go have these generational things to give to our children. Now let's go talk smack on the basketball court, knowing we ain't got no business to be out there. Let's go out there on that football field, have some fun. Let's build a business together. You want to go to the beach? Let's go. What's stopping you? You want a house? Let's go get a house. Or you want to get houses. All right. Like, let's really do something, y'all. Apply yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. The only way you can love somebody, you have to first love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, come on now. How do you expect to love somebody else or something? So, have common sense, please. And love yourself before you decide to do something so drastic to your family and everyone around you that they, in some way, shape, or form, lose themselves. And then the cycle continues. And that's not what we're about. Oppression and depression shall not be a part of my life. And I stand behind those words every day.
Alright, man. Philosophy 101. 5-star, man. Thank you, nigga. Thank you. Y'all hear me say this shit all the time, man. You know, I name a few heads all the time that past few years. And notice that Deuce is always in the midst. This motherfucker's been like one of the most consistent things in my life in the past few years. And I never knew it would even end up like this. In certain regards, like I said, this motherfucker saved me. He said what the fuck you want about this nigga. But this nigga's my brother. I'm thankful for you, man. I really am. Philosophy 101. It's lock and load me the fuck up.
It's Philosophy 101 with Illy Baby.
Fuck. Alright. Alright, so for Philosophy 101, that's what we're gonna do right here. Last season, for the mental topic, my Philosophy 101, I based it on the responsibility of your actions, of how those perceive you when they're looking for help. What the fuck are you doing about you to make someone feel if they can even come to you? This time around, nigga, we're talking about you. Just like I stated a few minutes ago, you have to have passion and a reflection of the matter. Every motherfucking morning, I'm sure everybody does something similar to the same routine. Regardless of whatever the fuck is going on in our life, we get the fuck up. Thank God for allowing us to see another day. Brush your funky ass breath. And then you take a second and you glance in the motherfucking mirror. So to you men, to you women, even if we got some alien viewers right now watching, rhetorical question. What the fuck is it that you see in the mirror? Who do you see in the mirror? One, do you see a person with potential? Do you see a person with all these untapped things that could possibly go further and probably even, who fucking knows, change the world? Or do you see your motherfucking flaws, the things that's been thrown in your fucking face from time to time, the things that you dislike about yourself, the things that you hate about yourself? What the fuck is it? The sad thing, only you know what the fuck it is. So because only you know what the fuck it is, only you know how to fucking deal with it and to go about it. So the question is, what the fuck are you gonna do? I have a list of fucking things that I don't like about me. I don't have no shame in it. But I always believe that those things that I don't like about me are absolutely the components of what makes another person identify. I don't think I'm the best thing since sliced bread by any means. But I do know that if I connect, if I choose to vibe with an individual, there's something about me that a motherfucker can relate to. And sadly, 9 times out of 10, it's those fucked up things. Which then in essence shows that, hey, we're all fucked up. So, if we're all fucked up, doesn't it? Wouldn't you feel a little bit more comfortable? Because they can find similarity. They can find a relativeness. And they're like, well, you know what? This motherfucker stay in the flow. How the fuck is he staying in the flow? What the fuck is he doing to make himself not lose himself?
The fuck that?
For real. You know what I'm saying?
Too bad. Yeah.
In my Playboy days, I used to use a little fucking line all the time. I say it on here. But it's relevant still to this day. Anytime, and I'm speaking for you ladies right now, anytime you look at yourself or whatever like that, and you nitpick about your motherfucking flaws, baby girl, don't you know that your flaws are the tracings that draws you up to be the masterpiece that you are? And how the fuck you go about it is what brings context to the portrait of the beholder. Real nigga shit. And then that lets a motherfucker realize, oh damn, nigga, I'm dealing with a motherfucking modern day Mona Lisa. Alright, shit. And what do you do with the Mona Lisa? That's priceless. You cherish that shit. You cherish that shit because that shit, it can't be duplicated. It's unmatched. You know what I'm saying? For real.
It's Philosophy 101 with WNBA.
And so with that, this has been episode motherfucking 6.
For sure.
And we thank y'all for listening. We thank you for sharing your time with us. We thank you for vibing with us. You already know what the fuck to do. For all content, for all things that you want to know more about us, go to thekingzcouncil.com. That's Kingz with the Z, my nigga.
One more time.
Thekingzcouncil.com.
Yes, sir.
Kingz with the motherfucking Z. And we signing off, man.
It's the council, you bastards. For real.
My brother Deuce. I go by the name of Blvd motherfucking P.
Yeah.
And we out this bitch.
It's the council, you bastard.
That's how you do a motherfucking podcast, my nigga. That's how you do one.